Welcome, folks, to Glendale, Arizona and State Farm Stadium, site of this year's Verbo Fiesta Bowl, which, of course, is part of the college football playoff. We've reached the semifinal stage, one last hurdle to clear before the national championship game. We'll find out here today which side has the toughness and the depth to keep driving toward that ultimate goal, the chance to raise that gold trophy over their heads. As we'll see the number 4 seed in this playoff, the Stanford Cardinal, taking on the top-seeded team in the playoff, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit. It's been a tremendous college football playoff so far, and it's down to this, the semifinals. Which team will head on to the national championship game? Kickoff team out there. We are about to get cranked up for this semifinal collision. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. First down here for this offense.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Passes the 40. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. Steps out of bounds, but not before a huge gain on the ground.
Boy, after all the buildup and all the hype for the playoff game, you'd love to see the offensive line take control here on this first play.
It's a fumble.
The offensive staff just took a collective sigh of relief. But I'd still anticipate that someone's going to pull that ball carrier aside, give him a couple choice words on the importance of ball security.
Okay, ready?
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up third down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
On the double.
Incompletion brings up third down for the offense. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. And he's brought down. Offense going backwards with the sack.
This is exactly how you can slow down the momentum and the rhythm of an offense. You got to get some tackles for a loss and some sacks. This time, they come up with a sack by getting after that quarterback.
So their first drive of the game, they're going to go for it on fourth down. Aggressive start. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Lets it go. It's caught downfield. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain.
Well, that's exactly when you want to go to your little slot receiver, right? He gets a one-on-one matchup on fourth down, has all that room to work with in the middle of the field, get him the football on fourth down, come up with the conversion, keep those sticks moving.
From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Caught quickly. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Second down after that previous play. The shotgun handoff here. Got a lane. Can he get in? And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Miami.
But that's an example right there of what vision and patience and ability can do for running back. He was on a mission to get into the end zone, and really, he made it look easy.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. From inside the 15-yard line, bringing it out. Gets it to the 25-yard line. That's where they'll start the drive. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And the sophomore making an impact play.
Well, the defense would not be denied on this play. They come up with a sack. The quarterback really didn't have much of a chance at all. Lucky he just held on to the ball.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Short pass finds the tight end. A big hit by the linebacker. Physical tackle there, big versus big. Offense will try to convert a 3rd and long from the 27. We'll see if the defense brings the blitz. Dropping back, we're going to throw for the first down. He's escaping the pocket now. We're going to scramble now. Fighting for yardage, but the defense stops him just short of that first down marker.
It's a nice job here by this defense on 3rd down. They take away all the options downfield, and they recognize the quarterback scramble. He almost comes up with his first down, but they keep him short to set up this 4th down.
He's got it. Enough for a first down. It'll be enough for a first down, brought down at the 43.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On 4th down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is. Quarterback makes the throw. Receiver gets hit, but he's beyond the sticks for the first down.
Here's the handoff. Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing. Second down play coming up. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. It's a quick grab. And this offense picks up the first down. They tackle him at the 44.
Chris, there's a lot of pressure on this offense here early in this game. They're down early, 3rd down and long. Nice job of protecting. The last thing they want to do is have to punt this ball away. So instead, quarterback has time, nice throw, and it's a first down.
Now this is the 8th play on this drive. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Close to the tight end. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. They make the tackle, but the game moves the ball to the 28.
That's what makes this tight end so dangerous. You can flex him out into that slot position. He shows you his versatility. He can be an inline guy that can block, but here he shows you what he can do with his hands.
And he'll step out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
That's what I love about this guy. Just getting good positive yards here and continue to just keep this drive alive.
Stanford now operating in the red zone. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. Will he score here? Couldn't quite get in. Tackled down at the 2-yard line. Excellent run. 1st and goal now. A chance to get level after allowing the opening touchdown. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinal. That kind of execution, a long drive, that's why this team made it in the college football playoff.
That's exactly right. Being able to mix in the run with the pass, picking up first downs, and eventually coming up with the touchdown. That is a tough thing to do, and they made it look easy.
And he knocks through the PAT. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. Passing game was so effective in the last possession, right down for a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can make adjustments. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on 1st down.
Man, you got to love this if you're a defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
They'll tackle him right at the 31.
It's a good, solid gain, 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Solid gain on the running play. 3rd down now. They'll try the right here. That's a good effort on the run, but the defense stops him just short of the marker. 4th down now. The Hurricanes come up to the line to crank the tempo up here. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he's not going to get there. The defense right pulls up and makes a huge fourth down stop.
How about the offense being aggressive? They decide to go for it here, and I got to give all the credit to this defense. Being aware, anticipating the call, knowing exactly where they needed to make the stop, and they did it.
First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete. The offense now operating in empty.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider. Clear.
Takes the snap and takes off on the run. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down.
Boy, the defense trying to get after this quarterback. I love the concept. I love the idea. Here, they don't give up the big play. They prevent him from getting out and picking up huge yards.
The big fullback's got it here. And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Stanford.
Ah, the hammer. Second down and goal. Who better than the big fullback to get behind that big bruising offensive line? Old school touchdown for this offense.
Lining up to try the extra point. PAT makes it a 7-point lead. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. And the Miami offense is back on the field. That last possession, they got stopped on fourth down in their own end. Let's see if they can get it going this time. He's moving out of the pocket. Oh, they've got him for a sack. A big play made by the junior.
Well, it's another sack for this defense, Chris. If I'm not mistaken, they've had a lot of pressures. I think that's their second sack of this game. And this defense has a lot to do with why they have this nice lead here early in the game.
Second and long from the 14. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. That's a design quarterback keeper. He's past the 25. And they bring him down. That's a very solid gain, but still well short of the marker.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. But just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from running.
Running back grabs it on a screen. Well, the screen doesn't produce a first down. Good work by the defense. Now it's fourth down. Fourth down. He's throwing for it. He'll try a pass here. It's a short completion to the big tight end. And the gain just good enough for a first down. And the Canes come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. And the wideout goes in motion. A pop pass on the jet sweep. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4. Linebackers moving around trying to confuse the offense. A quick juke. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball to the plus 40. The Canes churn out another first down. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And he'll loft it to the end zone. Incomplete. They cannot connect.
That ball just seemed to sail on it. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch and bounce, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put the ball out of bounds, you're not going to give them that opportunity.
So the challenge doesn't work. That'll cost the head coach a timeout. We'll see if that comes into play later in the ballgame. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. They bring him down to the 27. This offense really threatening now.
Well, this back is running very well today and living up to so many great backs that they've had over the years at Miami. Edgerrin James and Frank Gore and Willis McGahee and Clinton Portis. All those guys won a lot of games and ran the ball well. Right now, they got to loving what they're seeing from this back.
Morton's second down play coming up. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Grab behind the line. It's Wolf. Touchdown for the U. This quarterback on fire today. So with playoff pressure, Kirk, the offense executes a long, grinding, methodical drive.
You know, the thing I've loved about this offense all year long is their ability to either hit the big play or not have to rely on that. Like this. They're able to sustain a drive and still come up with points and get a touchdown.
Turn starts inside the 15. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. The Stanford offense back out there in the field now. A little bit of my turn, your turn so far in the early going. Both offenses scoring touchdowns in their last possessions. And the single back takes the handoff. Offense getting set. It's second down. And the quarterback dropping back and looking for a big play here. That deep shot is caught for a big gain.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
The offense operating at peak efficiency. They come to the line again. And now the handoff. It's a 1-yard gain. 2nd and 9 coming up. The offense goes 5 wide, empty backfield. They look to throw it here on second down. The pass rush closing in. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now third down coming up. They come to the line. A long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. On third down, he drops to throw. Catch hauled in here over the middle. Tackle to the 28. This offense threatening now. Another first down.
You know, this is what makes this receiver so dangerous. If you play him in man, he can run by you for a big play. You decide to sit back in zone, and he's got the savvy and instincts to be able to find that soft spot in the zone, make a catch, and be dangerous after the catch as well.
They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
Aiming for the end zone. And he'll get there. Touchdown, Cardinal.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches the football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Now they get set to kick it away.
14.
So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. Here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. The last possession was just old school power football. Let's see if they can keep that going here. On the junior, gets home making a sack there.
I can't believe the amount of pressure this defense is getting on this quarterback. Sack after sack. Boy, you got to think about changing things up. The snap count, the scheme, anything at all to help this offensive line. They're overmatched so far in this game.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. And he lofts it toward the left sideline. Catch is made way down inside the 30. No stopping him. Takes it all the way. Touchdown, Canes. Looked like a total bust there. Easy pitch and catch like you'd see in a Tuesday practice.
Yeah, that quarterback's eyes must have lit up on that play because you've got one of your players way downfield without any defender around him.
Point after, knocked right through. And with that extra point, we're all tied up now in the second quarter. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. He's got it inside the 15. Gets it to the 25-yard line. That's where they'll start the drive. And the Stanford offense is back out on the field. We have a shootout developing here. Each offense scoring a touchdown in their last possession. On the run, it's Nicholson. Minimal gain brought down short of the marker. The defense takes their third and final timeout to make some adjustments at the sideline.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
That's the 2-minute warning now here in the first half.
Quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up a first down.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Inside the 20. And he makes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Stanford. Simple throw, all the yards after the catch. Explosive play by the receiver to score.
Just a dynamic, athletic playmaker. As simple as you say, Chris, just throw him the football, he makes the catch, and then all the fireworks are after the catch, and this defense is unable to corral him.
And the PAT is good. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. If they want to cut into this lead before halftime, they have to work quickly now. And the single back takes the handoff. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well do you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you just roll down.
They trap him and sack him back at the 10.
I mean, that's another sack, Chris. I mean, we're just getting started here. First half, and you're already talking about giving up 3 sacks. You got to think about changing things up schematically, help that offensive line, and help that poor quarterback before he gets killed.
Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Defense stops him short of the marker, so now it's 4th down.
Well, heck, if they hadn't dug themselves such a big hole, what a positive play here, using that jet motion and that touch pass to pick up some huge yards and giving them a chance anyway of trying to come up with a first down.
4th down, looking to throw for it. Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, He sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the first down by himself. Impressive run to pick up the first.
Junior steps up and makes an impact play.
Man, this pass rush has gotten home so many times. As an offense, I know you're down, but you gotta try to mix it up. Maybe roll the quarterback out. Have your backs and tight ends chip at the line. Anything they can do, because what they've done up to this point, it's just not working.
Fires it to the wideout. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
Now in third and very long, looking to throw. And that one's picked off. What a play. Going the other way, can they catch him? And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
It's third and long, so as an offensive coordinator, you can either play it conservative or trust your quarterback and take a shot downfield. They elect the latter, and it ends up backfiring on them.
First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. And it's complete downfield. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Another great play by this receiver. And I tell you, the offense coordinator's doing a nice job of moving him around. The defense knew coming into this game how tough he'd be to stop, but the way they're utilizing him is making it very challenging to be able to create the matchups that the defense wants.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. The shotgun running play call. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Offense stops the clock with their second timeout to talk strategy.
Man, every defensive coordinator will tell you, I just want my guys to play fast. And how about that one right there? He almost ends up tackling the quarterback as he's handing the ball off. This offense is lucky they didn't end up fumbling.
Defense is coming after him. And the sack is made. That's a nice play there by the sophomore. And now the offense will call a timeout here. Something they didn't like about what they saw there. Wanting to make an adjustment before this critical down. So just before halftime here, out comes the field goal unit. And it's good right down the middle. And that field goal, the final play of this opening half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Canes will kick it off to begin the second half. Return here from inside the 15-yard line. And they get into the ground at the 30. That's where the drive will start. And the Cardinal offense is back out there on the field. Already a 2-possession lead here. Let's see if they continue to call it aggressively and try to put this defense in a bigger hole. The pass is incomplete. Here's the second down play. After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And look at the speed there. They finally bring him down, but it's a nice gain.
Another big play by this offense, and it continues to be the pass game. Between the offensive line, the receivers running good routes, and this quarterback making really accurate throws, they are dynamic and a tough offense to stop.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
How about the timing here by the defense to shoot that gap? As an offensive lineman, you have to anticipate that, close that gap off. Otherwise, it could be a long day.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Makes a quick catch. He's brought down, but the game moves the ball to the 39. The freshman quarterback showing what a cannon he's got.
Chris, much like we saw in the first half, this quarterback can put the ball right on the money. Now, you know the defensive coordinator at halftime Spent all the time he could with his secondary to come up with answers on how to try to slow this guy down.
Looking to set up a screen pass here. That play is blown up. Defense makes the tackle in the backfield.
Boy, just a great job here by this defense, sniffing out the screen. They were not fooled at all. He caught that ball, he had nowhere to go, and it's a loss of yardage.
Looks to his left and makes the completion. Defense makes the stop after the completion. They're backed up here trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. Gain moves it to the 24. That's a fresh set of downs.
Think about this, Chris. These guys have been working since January of last year to get ready for a dream season. They've had that. Now they're here so close into the postseason and the playoff, working with the lead. It comes down to a 3rd down. They do their job, convert. Now they keep working that clock and getting so much closer to advancing to the next round.
And they finally stop it, but a decent gain that time. Stanford comes to the line quickly here. They'll feed the back again. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Well, these are the type of runs that begin to wear down the defense psychologically. Already have the lead, come out with a nice big gain, and this defense is thinking, oh no, here we go again. Really nice statement here to get this second half started.
He's swarmed by the defense. Offense facing 2nd and goal. From the shotgun, drops back. Short throw, running back makes the catch behind the line of scrimmage. And the defense swarms him. They've got him behind the line of scrimmage.
How about the discipline of this defense here on 2nd down? You're anticipating a pass. They've got pretty much everybody covered. And then once the back has the ball, how about the speed to be able to bring him down? Now it's 3rd down.
Offense moving backwards here, a long way from the goal line now. Trying to throw for it on 3rd and goal. Pass caught, can he get in? And he scores! Touchdown, Cardinal. Kirk, this quarterback told us this is my time to shine in a playoff game. He has gone out and backed that up so far.
Yeah, he's done everything that's been asked of him and more. Just a great job of getting into a rhythm. Really tough to defend. Right now, the defensive coordinator, you can see him down there. He's throwing his headset. He's frustrated. He's got to come up with some new wrinkles to try to slow this guy down.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. And the Miami offense is back on the field. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession and then in a pick. There's the handoff. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up 3rd down.
I mean, this defense is having their way with this offensive line. That poor quarterback doesn't have a chance. Every time he drops back to throw, he's getting earholed. You better make some adjustments up front to give your poor quarterback a chance.
Urgency now for the offense that hate to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. Play never had a chance. Defense grabs him for a loss.
Well, obviously you're going to throw the football on 3rd down. Man, they complete that pass and lose yardage to set up this big 4th down.
Are you serious? The offense going for it inside their own 30. Bringing pressure. Breaking free at the 35. Oh, and now he fumbles the ball. Looks like the defense has it.
Man, when you get into this big a game on this kind of stage in the second half and you're trailing, you just cannot afford to put the ball on the ground. The defense is attacking, trying to get the ball out. They do. Ball's on the ground, and this could be the end of the game.
And it's incomplete. Even on a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
We finally see a changeup from this defense. It has been a long game for this defensive coordinator. A lot of touchdown passes. They finally find a way to affect the timing between the quarterback and his receivers by getting pressure.
Quarterback now all alone in the backfield. Going to pick up the 3rd and short through the air. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. Marked out of bounds, but it's another big game. This offense producing chunk plays through the air.
Well, this quarterback is unflappable. Here they are working with the lead in the second half. Get to a 3rd down. You got to throw the football. This is where you trust the quarterback to make a good decision, an accurate throw. He does it, you convert, and you keep working that clock.
And he's brought down after a big first down gain. It's 2nd and short. Maybe an opportunity, Kirk, to take a shot here. Stanford has moved into the red zone. The back's got it. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
Well, it's a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
This Stanford offense is moving quickly down the field. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. A change of direction. That's a strong run. They finally tackle him down at the 4.
You know, a lot of people feel running backs with elite speed shy away from contact. But that wasn't the case there. Instead of running around the defender, this back elected to run right through him.
It's an option look. The back's got it on the pitch. Touchdown, Stanford. And the route is on. Now the important point after attempt. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. And here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. The last possession ended in a fumble, and that set up a touchdown. So they got to bounce back from that right away. And he floats this pass deep down the right side. Oh, and he's got it. Big gain inside the 25. They could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown, Hurricanes.
That's what makes this guy so dangerous as a wide receiver. He can catch the ball underneath, shake and bake, and go by you, or use his speed to get around you and make a big play like this for a touchdown.
Empty backfield now. They go for 2. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. And he's got it. The 2-point conversion cuts the lead to 16, a 2-score game. Kickoff team's on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And he fields it inside the 15. And he's brought down after a solid effort on that return. Here comes the opening play of the drive. They begin from the 33. And the quarterback keeps it here. He's found some room at the 45. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. Fresh set it down to the offense, first down. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And he's stopped after gaining 4 yards. So 2nd and 6.
On the double. Clear.
Trying to find room. It's Nicholson. The sophomore with a strong tackle there. Third down play for this offense. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. And he's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
Well, I see what the quarterback's trying to do here. He's holding on to that football to the last possible second to give that play a chance. But he held it just a little bit too long. The defense is able to hit him to force that incompletion.
Finds his receiver. That's enough for the first down. Tackled at the 33. That's good enough for a first down.
I mean, Chris, look at this guy. I mean, you talk about having a great day throwing the football and leading his team to a nice, comfortable lead late in the game, and it continues. The coach is showing confidence of what he can do.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1.
You know, the good thing about this play is it's not an explosive play, but it really gives you a chance now to be able to pick up a first down here on this next play.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Here's a carry for the fullback. Good enough for first down yardage.
Let's face it, we all want a team full of guys that can just make big plays and get first downs and touchdowns. But you know what? You got to have a big man. You can just turn it to him and hand him the ball, and he can be dependable in picking up first downs.
They'll try the ground game here with the running back. A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2.
Now you're starting to see this defense, I think, wear down now that we're in the 4th quarter. It's been a tough day for them, and the offense is taking advantage of it. A lot of positive plays. Good job of eating as much clock as they can here on this drive in the 4th quarter.
He's brought down at the 6. The offense will have 1st and goal right there.
Boy, this offense just seems to get more confident as this football game is played out. They've got a nice lead. Here they are in the 4th quarter, just working that clock, possessing the football, and trying to get out of here.
Quick pressure. They've got him down for a sack.
That's a big sack by this defense here on first down. Now, the offense still has opportunities to rectify this situation, but it's not the best way to start a 1st and goal situation.
After a disastrous first down play, they're backed up on 2nd and goal. Looking to score, they'll run it to the right side. Ball carrier wrapped up and brought down.
Hey, it's a great job of running the football. It's the right idea, but the back's got to stay in bounds. Because remember, with the new rule in college football, the clock still stops momentarily until the referee sets the play clock for the next play, and then it'll start again. So stay in bounds and work that clock.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. And here comes the field goal unit onto the field. He knocks this one right through. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. This offense scores the defense with a lightning strike, a one-play touchdown on the last play. And he's going to float this one to the right side. And he's got it down there inside the 35. Potentially a touchdown-saving tackle, but not before a long completion. First down, looking to throw the football. He escapes the sack. Caught near the goal line. Forced out of bounds after a nice gain. The offense is knocking on the door with a first and goal.
That's the thing with this guy. You've got the ability to flex him out. He shows his versatility and what he can do from that slot position. He could be the quarterback safety blanket.
Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Can't get to the end zone. They'll spot the ball at the 2. See if the offense can punch it in on second and goal. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Miami.
Man, I love this. Chris, I don't think they're going to have a chance to come all the way back. But here we are, under 2 minutes to go, and they continue to show some fight. And you know what? Who knows? Maybe you cover an onside kick and you get right back in it.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. And the 2-point try is good, so the lead is down to 11. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. From inside the 15-yard line, bringing it out. He'll be tackled at the 27. That's where the drive will start. And the Stanford offense is back out there on the field. The last possession, they were able to milk some clock and add 3 points to the scoreboard. They bring him down to the 32-yard line. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible.
Yeah, I like this call here late in the game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. It's a short game, but look at that defense swarm to the football. Now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. It's third down after that run. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a designed run. The game is enough to move the sticks. Ball at the 40.
Well, they continue to play good football up front. A nice run, nice conversion here, and most importantly, working with that lead, you keep working that clock. You're trying to advance in that next round of the postseason.
Second down after that run on the previous play. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Getting close to midfield now. They bring him down to the 47.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave him a chance and a really nice gain.
Quarterback operating an empty set. From the third and short, they'll try to throw for it. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up fourth down now.
Boy, a questionable call there on third down. I know they don't convert, but why not run the ball? Keep the clock moving, especially working with the lead in the fourth quarter. Now you got a big decision here on fourth down and short.
Oh, it's tipped at the line and intercepted. Not much on the return there, but the interception gives the football back to the offense at the 47.
That's the last thing that you could afford to do. Working with the lead in the fourth quarter, I thought it'd be easy throws, high percentage throws, run the football, keep that clock moving. Now you've given your opponent a chance to get back into this game.
That's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
In college football today, the quarterbacks get rid of the ball often so fast that this is a great example for young players on the defensive line. If you can't get to the quarterback, watch their eyes and try to get your hands up so when the ball comes, you can knock it away.
That's a big game before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down. That's a great performance in a pressure moment, but now the job gets even more exciting, even bigger as they go on to the national championship game and play for that trophy.
And this is a new era. I mean, think about the weeks, the amount of games that these guys have been able to play and to be able to accomplish this, to get to the national championship. That says everything about the endurance of this football team, both mentally and physically, and they get one more hurdle to see if they can become the national champs.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.